The break is presented by Browning Trail Cameras. You've got to see this. Closed captioning is brought to you by Antler Extreme Nutritional Deer Products. This week on The Break.
The Break is back, kicking off another season of exciting hunts.
I'm going to be super happy to take any mule deer because I've never killed one. So that 2x2 comes in again, he might be in trouble.
We also head down to Gravick Ranch for hog hunting and defense training.
Target! Lights on, lights on. Work it, work it.
The Break is back in the saddle for another season of award-winning TV. Well, just TV. But the 2016 hunting season was phenomenal. We made the annual trip to Hooker Mountain Outfitters.
It's warm today, it's about 85 degrees. I'm hunting on a watering hole. This is a watering hole a couple years ago where I killed my first elk. So this place holds a special place for me, kind of nostalgic.
Had a pretty good start to the day. Jeff Lamont harvested a 5x5 elk this morning down on the river.
I'm probably going to give it one more day to hunt these big boys, but either that big 4x4, the one that we've been getting pictures of all summer, or the big 3x3. That's what we're waiting on, but I'm going to be super happy to take any mule deer because I've never killed one. So that 2x2 comes in again, he might be in trouble.
Are they way over here?
Yeah, they're way over there.
Let's find an 80-yard shot. I got 60, 70, and 100.
Our good friend Jim Neestedt went on a moose hunt in British Columbia, and he took Joe Hain along to video it.
Living large. Oh yeah, let him get it now. We're back up on the mountain again this afternoon. It's about 3:30. We were here yesterday evening, saw a big moose down here in the valley, about 1,500 yards out, a little further maybe. We came back up this morning, we were fogged in, rained in, and we've waited now about 8 hours for the weather to finally clear up. Got good sunshine and enjoying that nice warm sun on my back right now. I'm almost ready to take a nap, but I'm going to keep going. We've had an interesting day with Justin. We've driven up or ridden up towards Ice Mountain. Saw another young bull and a cow come out, and the whole time we were thinking this big guy was going to come out. The magnificent cameraman Joe says, "Hey, I hear him scraping," and we look back out there, and there's the bull again. And so we've been watching him now for about 45 minutes to an hour.
As far as whitetail deer go, for me personally, it was a pretty good year.
Well, Scrapper wasn't on any of those trail camera pictures, but the buck that was on those trail camera pictures, and he was on a lot of them, is the big white 8-pointer. He's heavy, he's wide, he'll probably score 130, a little more maybe. I'm guessing he's a 3.5-year-old, and I'd like to give him another year to see what he'll turn into, but I'll kill him, most likely. I knew I couldn't pass him up, I wasn't about to. I think it's the big 6. He's a mature buck we got pictures of over the water hole. I had to kind of thread the needle through over this limb right here, and it looks like I hit him a little high and back. I'm gonna go check my arrow to see if I can get any indication of where I hit him. I mean, I don't see anything that would tell me it was in the guts at all. Holy cow.
And the team as a whole, we did pretty well. So those are some of the hunts that you'll see this season on the break, and there were a whole lot more. But to kick this season off, we're headed down to Gravick Ranch in San Ysidro, Texas for defense training, and we'll squeeze in a little hog hunting as well.
We're here at Gravick Ranch in southern Texas, and we got out here this morning early, about 20 minutes before daylight. Right at daybreak, had some hogs come out of the feeder.
For as long as I can remember, the Browning name has meant something to people in the outdoors. So when I went looking for a trail camera that I could depend on, there was only one name that came to mind: Browning trail cameras. So if you're looking for a trail camera that's easy to use, is unbelievably reliable, and takes amazing pictures and videos, there's only one brand that I trust: Browning trail cameras.
Browning Speed combines advanced fabrics, tailored fit, and innovative camouflage. Hunt harder, faster, and stronger than ever. Speed, killer clothing.
This segment is brought to you by Indian Creek Shooting Systems.
If you've watched previous episodes of The Break, then you may be familiar with Gravick Ranch. We go down there a couple of times a year to work with the Niestedt Foundation as they're hosting various hunting and outdoor events for veterans and active duty military members. We're super proud to work with the Niestedt Foundation on these events, and it's always great to spend time with our country's heroes. Gravick Ranch provides a number of services, including hunting, shooting instruction, defense training. They scheduled a staff training event, invited me to join in. I jumped at the opportunity.
This weekend we're training at Gravick Ranch with the Gravick staff. We're doing a pistol carbine training course with Kelly Venden of Criterion Tactical for professional development of the Gravick staff. And part of that is understanding all of the gear needs, the equipment needs, and taking the team to the next level with Criterion Tactical.
Kelly Venden, owner and operator of Criterion Tactical. Started his company about 8 years ago, and I provide training for civilians, military, law enforcement, Texas CHL, now LTC, and do private classes such as this. So Jim and I used to work together back in the Army days, and Jim owns Gravick Ranch down here in South Texas. He's got a beautiful facility. He asked me to come down and train his staff. Shooting has to be an ingrained response. So we train fundamentals so that under stress, when you resort back to your lowest level of training, you only resort to perfection. Okay, that's my theory. So if you train perfect, you'll perform more perfectly under stress, right? So we're going to train, my methodology is we're going to work on the things that you need to have to get a good shot on target. How it's going to look, again, from our high rate position, trigger fingers indexed. On a command of target, you're driving that sight picture towards your point of aim. I'm taking that slack out of my trigger so that at full presentation, all I've got to do is fire. You'll notice my gun's ready for the next round. The slack is already taken out for the next shot.
During the training weekend, I was really pleased to see the development from starting early in the morning, and by mid-morning to before lunch, we were able to take the staff to a next level on marksmanship skills as well as practical shooting skills. All the staff progressed rapidly with Kelly Venden, who started very basic and brought them right up to fairly close to intermediate level. And we'll continue that today to advance forward.
Going into this, I thought I was a decent shot with the pistol, but after getting some instruction from Kelly, I couldn't believe how much I improved. But then seeing Kelly shoot, I realized I got a long way to go.
All right, so it's gonna go like this. So strong hand only for the round plates. Transition support hand for the squares. Go ahead and reload when you need to. 2 hands for the diamonds. Hey now.
And Jim is pretty salty himself. Here he's taking on Joe Rhodes and Michael Walker in a race.
Go ahead, Big Jim. Woo! Support hand circles. There it is. Support hand circle. Strong hand square. Stay in it, Jim. Stay in it. Smooth. Woo!
But it was a really good time. I was really happy with how I improved and look forward to training with Kelly again. If you'd like to train with Kelly, here's how you do it.
I operate Criterion Tactical out of San Antonio, Texas. My website is www.criteriontactical.com. I'm also on Facebook and Google+. I provide training both in San Antonio and across the United States. So wherever you need me, I will show up. I will come to you. I'll travel with you, man. Whatever you need. Oh, geez.
Our veterans and those currently serving have selflessly volunteered for duty and risked their lives for the benefit of all Americans. With this in mind, the Niestedt Foundation was established to show gratitude for these individuals by providing the opportunity to participate in unbelievable outdoor experiences. Each event we organize is strongly rooted in our 4 guiding principles: respect, integrity, connecting individuals, and empowerment. Visit Niestedt.org to discover how you can create a brighter America for those who have sacrificed so much.
This week we're down at Gravick Ranch in San Ysidro, Texas for pistol and carbine training with Kelly Venden of Criterion Tactical.
So the drill is going to be shooters walk, and we're just walking, right? Patrol carry. On a command of target, you're going to get into that smooth shooting position, heel toe, make your shots, and then when you're done, you go back into the normal walk. Okay? Target! Lights on, work it. Good.
We're also there to do some hog hunting, and Big Bob Gerhardt is trying to kill his first hog with a pistol.
Well, hot boys. Better stop shaking.
High shoulder. Yeah, there you go. Good heart-lung shot there. They spined him.
Bob's good out to 100 yards, so with the feeders at 50, he should be in the money.
We got here at Gravick Ranch yesterday about 6 o'clock. We went out and did a little run last night till dark. We came in and went back out with some FLIR optics, which was unbelievably good time. And so went out, got out last night. Came back out this morning with a pistol.
My first experience hog hunting was on a trip to Gravick a few years ago. I quickly discovered that wild pigs are very skittish. I also discovered they can hear and smell really well, so the first shot you're presented, you better be ready for it and you better take it.
We're here at Gravick Ranch in southern Texas, and we got out here this morning early, about 20 minutes before daylight. Right at daybreak, we had some hogs come out to the feeder, and 2 sows and some piglets, and we got one of the sows, and just kind of hanging out, waiting to see if anything else comes along. This is the first animal I've taken with a pistol, and it's pretty amazing, pretty good time.
Now, as much as I like to sit quietly in a blind, listening to the sounds of nature, patiently waiting for my prey to casually stroll in, I think I just found my new favorite way of hog hunting. My good buddy Jim Woods come down to join us at Gravick Ranch for long-range shooting and helo hogging. This is something everyone needs to do at least once.
The break is also brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Banks Outdoors is the place that connects family.
Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah. That was unreal.
This is the place that connects friends.
Yeah, bro. Bro, you did it.
What a phenomenal story.
This is the place that brings excitement.
3, bro. You got
Most importantly, this is the place where memories are made.
Buddy. Dad, I will never forget this moment.
Neither will I, buddy. Neither will I.
Why do I shoot in Indian Creek? It's deader than a hammer. Indian Creek once again. So we're down at Gravick Ranch in San Ysidro, Texas for pistol and carbine training with Kelly Venden of Criterion Tactical.
Sights on, press. Sights on. Sights on. Sights on. There you go. Sights on, press. Ring that steel, fellas. Ring it. Ring it. There we go. Go ahead. Cease fire. Cease fire.
Now we're also down there to do some hog hunting. Big Bob Gerhardt wanted to try his luck with a pistol.
There you go. Good heart-lung shot there.
We're here at Gravick Ranch in southern Texas, and had some hogs come out to the feeder, and I got one of the sows. This is the first animal I've taken with a pistol, and it's pretty amazing, pretty good time.
Hog hunting is a pretty good time, but what's an awesome time is hunting hogs from a helicopter. Jim Woods is a good friend of mine, and he told me he'd like to do some helo hogging. I told him I knew just the place for that, and that place was Gravick Ranch. The two Jims went up first. Jim Woods, who would be shooting, and Jim Neistat, the owner of Gravick Ranch, went up to brief Jim Woods on the ranch boundaries and other things he'd need to know. After a quick tour, I hopped in the helicopter with Woods, and the fun began. That was my first time ever riding in a helicopter, much less trying to film it, and it was tough. There was certainly a learning curve. Jim killed a dozen hogs or more, and I got less than half of them on camera. Jim got his fill of shooting, so we dropped him off at the lodge. Now when I said Jim got his fill of shooting, well, it was motion sickness. I didn't even think about that before we went up, and it hit me too. Fortunately, there just so happened to be a medic at Gravick Ranch the same time we were there who had supplies with him, so Jim got some help for his motion sickness. So while Jim's recovering, we head back up in the helicopter to go recover his hogs. We marked where Jim shot them earlier, and we went back out, hovered the helicopter over them as guys come in on four-wheelers on the ground to pick them up. We just so happened to spot a few more hogs, so I jumped on the gun real quick. That was one of the coolest things I've ever done, and it's certainly something I'm going to do again. I also can't wait for my next trip to Gravick Ranch. If you're like me and you like hunting, shooting, and adventure, Gravick Ranch is the place for you. Whether it's tactical training with Kelly Dendon, long-range shooting instruction, hunting, or any other adventurous idea, Gravick Ranch can make it happen. Visit gravickranch.com and click Contact Us at the top of the page. Fill out your contact information and let them know what you're interested in. A Gravick Ranch staff member will be in touch to work out the details and help make it happen. When you're at Gravick Ranch, you live large. Thanks for watching The Break. We'll see you next week.